Hey, what's up, guys? So, thought I'd update you a bit on what's been kind of going on here. I've been actually building two PCs actually. One I'm building for a coworker who has already paid me and given me a little bit of money commission. I'm actually giving him a good deal. I'm basically you will not get the quality parts that I'm giving him in at this price point. It's pretty good. You might be wondering what this thing is. Well, if you see my other videos, you might have seen this computer in the background. This is actually I wouldn't really call it my current rig because it's not operational. See, there's no CPU in there. The reason why is because I mentioned this in other videos. My CPU I believe it was just the CPU, stopped working, but I thought it was the motherboard, so I set the motherboard back, and it was updated with with the new BIOS, and it worked, and then it stopped working, and then it gave me there was no display coming out of the computer. It's not because of my graphics card either. I've thrown the graphics card. I've pretty much tested it entirely. I've isolated it completely. It is the CPU, which I have currently sent back to. Actually, no, the motherboard I sent back to Intel just recently, and they're going to refund me the security deposit for sending this motherboard in overnight because I wanted to. Because I mean, I cannot live without this thing. Especially want to do YouTube on the side more. So yeah, that was so now I have to send the CPU back, but I'm broke, so I can't get the I can't really get it RMA back. I prefer to have just the motherboard refunded first, and then get the CPU back. Even though I just got paid today, but I'm already almost broke. So yeah, that was a Core i7 3770K, 7950 gigabyte card. I'm thinking of getting a second one or an R9 of the AMD because you can crossfire, and I'm interested to see how much performance gain I can get. And it's a Corsair 750 watt power supply, 80 plus gold, and some hard drives in there. It's a 120 gigabyte SSD. I'm gonna get another one, but yeah, that's sort of what's going on with that. So this is what I'm currently using. It's what I've rendered all the videos on, which, by the way, it's not really good at running. This is going to be a downstairs media room PC. I'm overclocking it so that it can run Dolphin. Actually, let's show you guys. If I can move this other one over here. By the way, I'm using my webcam, and I'm using the webcam mic, so it's gonna not sound good. And the viewfinder is on the PC. There's no viewfinder on this because it's a webcam. So yeah. So excuse me, I don't get everything. Yeah. So it's running. It runs at about 30, actually like 25 degrees idle, so it's pretty cool. Literally cool. Yeah, so I got a bunch of, let's see, basically this is a PC composed of a bunch of old parts, so let me actually show you what's inside there. So the hard drive, sorry, not the hard drive, I'll get to that. The disk drive is, I think it's Asus, I don't know. It's from my old PC, so there's that. Then we got this big thing right here. This powering the CPU. The CPU is a G3258. It's the Intel Pentium Anniversary Edition. Not a good chip for next-gen gaming and rendering. None of those things. But it is good for overclocking. It is good for like a budget rig, and that's what I'm going to be doing here with this thing. It's increased my temperature to like 15 degrees. I don't even know if I installed it properly, but I guess I had because it's not blowing up my CPU. So yeah, it's this Cooler Master thing. It comes with one fan. So I bought like 2 fans at the time, and I put the other one right there. So yeah, it runs cool. It's huge though, and it's actually pretty. The computer's kind of loud. It's not loud like worrying loud like the GPU was. Actually, funny story with that. I'll say in a second. But yeah, the CPU it's running cool, and you can overclock with the stock cooler that came with the G3258. So I can't wait to overclock with this thing. It's going to run Dolphin, so the emulator. And Dolphin only utilizes at max 3 cores, and this thing has 2. But like 3 cores for like other small stuff. It's basically 2 cores. But yeah, it's going to be pretty good when I do that. Over there is the RAM. It's Crucial Ballistic 8 gigabytes to 8 gigabyte kit. It's pretty good. Although when I was running memtest, I had a memory error, and like almost every piece of memory I've ever bought, every RAM, all the RAM I've ever bought is like. It's just always had some kind of issue. It's like a curse I have with frickin' RAM. In fact, that's what I thought was the problem with my other PC was the RAM. It's not, because I threw the RAM in here with the new processor. It works fine. Same with the graphics card. I did that. So yeah, 8 gigs. I'm gonna get that ARM8 or something. I'm gonna run over to Micro Center and get that because I don't want any issues when I'm overclocking this thing. I just want, this has been mostly an issue-free PC. I've been running tons of old and new parts, and it's still working great, so that's what I really like about it. And then right there is the Dell, because actually right over there, that's the, you can see that is the old Dell computer I had. That's the old Dell computer that I used to have, and you probably saw my Windows key on there. Yeah, I had the graphics card in it. This thing is a huge freaking graphics card because of this backplating thing. It sticks out. It blocks any, on my other computer, it blocks out the hard drive cage that would go here. But yeah, now this is a 5700 series card. It doesn't really say what. It just says Dell 5700. It doesn't say, like, there's no such thing as a 5700. There's like 5770, 5470. I think, I don't know, but yeah, this thing though was getting really hot, and I thought it was just. And at one point, like it started getting really hot, loud in all my PC, in both my PCs, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's because it's old. Actually, there was the thermal paste was coming off, and the heatsink was clogged, like caked in dust. So I took it apart, blew some compressed air in it, reapplied some thermal paste that I've used for this CPU, and now it's like it went from like 90 degrees under load to about 45-ish to 50. So yeah, cut it in half. So that's great. I have an EVGA 500 watt power supply, bronze plus, nothing too special. It was cheap. I think I got it for like 80 bucks. Well, the price said 60, but that's with mail-in rebate. And right there is a 240 gig SSD, which boots Windows 7. That's actually the SSD I used in my other PC, and that's why I said I was planning on getting a new SSD, because this is, I mean, I will only have one now. That's my boot one for that. So yeah, this thing, if I can, actually I don't, let's not do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It boots fast and everything. It's a oh yeah, I should have said it. It's a Samsung 240 gigabyte Evo SSD. I think it's called Evo something. I don't know. You guys probably know. And yeah, and I might as well show you on the. Can I show you the back? Yeah, my viewfinder's not here. Let's not destroy this computer at the same time. So yeah, on the back there's a bunch of I/O. There's VGA ports, DVI, HDMI, audio, not surround sound audio. This motherboard does not support it. This is a oh, and actually have the. Do I have the board? Here it is. Yeah, can't. Yeah. There we go. This is what the board is. It's a Z97 PCMate from MSI. I got this because it came with a deal with the processor. I don't know if it's with or without mail-in rebate, but it was like $100 in total for both the combo, and I was going to use it to like as a backup, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to just get a case for this, and I'm going to get a power supply, and then, oh, I have some extra RAM, and which actually is defective in itself. That's why I got that. But it's like, oh, I got an extra GPU lying around, and yeah, I just started kind of building this. So all in all, like in recent, with the RAM, this thing cost me in total, with the overclocking I'm going to do, of course, because I would have kept the cheap kind of failing RAM in there if I wasn't going to overclock, but I think I spent about $250 on this thing, maybe even less, without the other free parts in there. So yeah, that's pretty good, and I have some extra RAM as a backup. I have like, I like, don't ever buy PNY RAM. Okay, just don't. It's terrible. It's cheap, but it's awful. They will not do my RMA request unless I provide proof of purchase, even though I have the warranty. I have the frickin'. They ask for a barcode on on their RMA sites. So yeah, overall is yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna add one more fan, and I'm going to add. I'm actually planning on adding for Dolphin, so I can run maybe. I don't know if Dolphin actually supports Crossfire, but I can actually get like an $80 GPU new from Micro Center and like plop it in there and have, it's a 1 gigabyte by the way, and have like it. I don't want to say 2 gigs because that's not really how it works. It's two 1 gig cards. They don't combine like Voltron or something. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd just do this video, just to, like, update you. Everything's fine for now. I just really need to get this thing fixed, and then I can start doing more videos in general. But if Intel is going to take forever to refund me, and I'm hoping I don't miss the RMA. Hopefully I do get a refund. I really do. Also, I'm actually planning one more thing. Getting a hot swap. bay on both of these, so that I can hot swap hard drives, and then like let's say I want to do like a ton of videos one day, I can like throw it in my editing software, and then have everything saved on one file. Take the hard drive out that would be like contain all my videos, right? And my games would be on another one. But I'd take all the it would be for this one. I would take have all my videos edited and everything, and it's just all it needs to do is render. So I take it out, swap it into this one, which will be downstairs. I start rendering it on this one. While it's rendering on that one, while the CPU's under like all the load, on this one I continue to do recordings, because when you're rendering, it's impossible it's almost impossible to play games, let alone record them. So I could actually have a video rendering while I'm playing a game, and that'd be great. Actually, it means I could put out more videos, or at least have some fun while I'm rendering, because especially with this one, it's impossible to play games while rendering. Okay. Anyway, guys, yeah, for real this time. See you next time, and yeah, I'm out.